Hi everyone, so we have a new lockbox coming, and this one is going to be called Discovery Beyond the Burn lockbox. So in this video I'm going to go through its contents, looking at if some items and traits will be useful or not, talk about overall maybe some Easter eggs that comes with this, and so this will contain minor spoilers for Season 3 of Discovery. So yep, let's get to it. So first thing that immediately catches the eye is the Crossfield Science Spearhead refit. So I know a lot of people have been wanting this the refit of the Discovery as just a skin, but it looks like it will be indeed a separate ship. And no stats on this. There will be a future stats blog, so I suppose we'll have to look forward to that. Alright, and there's a separate new universal console from the lockbox called Parasitic Ice. And it fires parasitic ice cluster munitions towards a target, which will form a growth of parasitic ice on the ship. So this is, well, the parasitic ice that hit Discovery in the first few episodes of the season. And it does cold damage over time, while the parasitic ice survives. Foes that are not players will additionally be taunted towards the parasitic ice. Okay, interesting. And projectile and weapon cannon weapons have a chance to apply parasitic ice cluster munitions to the target. Okay, so that seems like having the console, and if you have projectile and cannon weapons, you can also apply this without activating the console, I think. Okay, sure. And it gives passive bonuses to cold, cannon, projectile damage, cold damage resistance rating, and exotic particle generation. So it looks like it's something that can be quite beneficial to cannon builds, torpedo builds, and maybe EPG builds. It's very interesting that it can also be activated without clicking on the console for projectile weapon cannon weapons, so that's interesting. Yeah. New Starship Trait programmable matter enhancements. So this looks like a separate trait that you can get from the lockbox directly. So we'll likely see these on the exchange while activating non-specialized bridge officer abilities. So tactical, engineering, and science. You'll have a chance to get a bonus, with specific bonus being based on the profession. Okay, so engineering abilities provide temporary health, tactical increased damage, nice, and science cleanses control or debuff effects. So control first. That's cool. That's great. That might actually be a nice console, especially if it activates different things. So survivability and increased damage, and also control debuffs and stuff. Nice. Okay. New 23rd century phaser weapon packs. So after getting the Voyager J and Book's Quasian, what is that ship called? Frigate, we can finally get upgradable 32nd century phaser weapons. So that's nice. And they have, let's see, less strain on the abilities. Excess energy rapidly recovers recharge times of bridge officer abilities and kit modules. Okay, so yeah, recharge. That's good. Possible ability to get the 32nd century refit vanity shields, providing a 6 of the Crossfield Science Spearhead refit. So that's something if you guys are into vanity shields. Okay, so let's look at the kit modules that can be found in this lockbox. Universal kit module Parasitic Ice. So throw a seed of Parasitic Ice wrapped around powerful catalyst that holds the target and foe and deals cold damage over time. Ice spreads to nearby foes from them to more foes, though each instance of fades. Okay, so yeah, you can throw Parasitic Ice. It will chain to other foes, but then becomes weaker over time. That sounds nice. We'll have to see how well it does. And then Universal Kit Module. Oh, okay. Interesting. So you get the .23, so this guy, in what it would seem, 3 versions, and it's universal, so it's not, it's not, hold on, let me read through this. Deploys a .23 drone with engineering specialty, okay. All professions can use all, okay, yeah. So any any profession can use any of these 3, that's nice. But only one .23 may be equipped at a time. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. All .23s attack with basic phaser weapons, special ability based on their profession, triggered by the captain's module usage. Engineering, supercharges deployed pets. Anytime the captain uses a kit module that creates a pet, all pets become charged with electricity for a period of time, and it can deal electrical damage to nearest foe. Okay, that's cool. I mean, if you use a lot of drones, and it would seem that if you are an engineer that uses a lot of drones and deployed pets, the .23 engineering would be the one you want. Okay, so let's look at the science one. Scans foes anytime the captain uses a kit module that controls a foe. .23 scans are reducing damage resistance rating over time. So again, this is, while it is a universal kit module, it's more specialized towards science, as in the science captain and its control abilities. I'm sure other professions also have control abilities, just so much less than science. Okay, tactical attacks with a heavy phaser weapon anytime the captain uses a kit module that buffs captains or... Okay, yeah, so this one is also specialized to tactical abilities and kit modules. Okay, sure. Universal kit module personal transporter. So a reticle appears, you can freely position it to an area, and upon second activation, you are automatically transported there. That could be nice for escaping, or if you're going for direct engagement and ease of movement. So that could be a fun kit module, yeah. Okay, let's look at the traits. Active ground trait bound to life. An active ground trait allows players to form a bond with a target animal below 50%. Oh, you can capture pets. That's interesting. Gonna play Pokemon now? Once a bond has been formed with that species, it becomes permanently available to use as a pet by using Bond for Life with a non-animal foe or already bonded species. Okay. That's interesting, yeah. So you can basically use any animal species as a pet? Okay. Doing so deploys your currently selected pet to assist you in combat. Okay. Lastly, using Bond with Life on any friendly target opens a contract that allows you to select which pet to use. I don't quite understand what that means, but okay. The more animals a captain bonds with, the more powerful all such pets become. And boss animals are immune. Well, if boss animals are immune, what is the screenshot? This is a boss, but okay. Yeah, so, okay, with any friendly target. So basically, if another player has Bond with Life, you get to select pets that they have? I think that's what it means. Okay, well, this trait could be very fun for especially pet users. Ground, unyielding ideals. Revive power such as CPR applies a significant temporary health shield and bonus damage to the target and to yourself. Okay, nice. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. Nice. That's a very interesting trait. Not sure if it's overly useful if you're not reviving anyone, but okay. Upgraded gear improves kit performance upon defeating a foe up to a high cap. Okay, unspecified cap. Sure. Lasts until defeated yourself or until changing maps. Nice. Okay. Kit performance, especially on actually no, kit performance is nice for any profession. You should have kit performance, the kit performance trait on whenever you're going into ground combat. So this could be nice. Okay, symbiotic ice beam weapons gain an additional percentage of total damage as cold damage. Okay, so this looks like beam weapons only, as opposed to the console, which is cannon weapons and projectile weapons. So that's nice. You want extra cold damage from your beams? Sure. Usefulness? may not be that useful. Okay, feel the weight of our presence. Each friendly ally on the map debuffs damage resistance rating on nearby foes, stacking up to 25 allies. Ooh. Mines and torpedoes don't count, naturally. Hangar pets, distress beacons, turrets, and other forms of allies do. So if you're flying, sorry, not a hangar. If you're flying a carrier or something with carrier pets, and the whole team has them, that could be quite powerful. So let's do some basic math here. Let's assume 5-man team, and each of those members have a carrier that can use frigates. That's 5 entities per player, and 5 times 5 is 25. So that's a basic way to get to 25, and if you're using smaller pets like fighters, even easier. So this could be very, very nice, especially for team play. So yeah, nice trait. Space redundant antimatter containment improves for damage resistance rating based on engine power. Okay, sure. If you have high engine power, great. But looking at what most players do, which is stack on damage traits, I wouldn't personally use this. But that's just me. If you're doing tanking, this would be nice. Okay, let's move on. A unique duty officer randomly transporting Saurian. Okay. Saurian science officer lieutenant by the name of Schrunder. I thought his name was what was his name? Linus. I thought his name was Linus, but okay. We got this randomly transporting Saurian Schrunder. I might be mispronouncing that. Frequently experienced difficulty with transport systems able to be recruited. He is assigned to active duty, ground duty. Activating kit modules carries a chance he will beam down to the surface to provide accidental assistance in the form of science. Bridge officer abilities hyperonic radiation, tachyon harmonic, and exothermic induction field. Okay, so hyperonic radiation and exothermic induction field are actually quite useful. Tachyon harmonic just reduces shields, and ground shields are useless. So yeah, but that's nice, interesting. And it's whenever you're activating kit modules. So this could be fun, yeah. Okay, many are the prizes within Discovery far from. Okay, yeah. So R&D boosts sort of items, the regular stuff like rich lithium claims and whatever. Okay, let's look at the Lobi store stuff. The Trill Guardian staff. Electrical damage, primary fire chains bouncing to additional targets each time the same primary target is attacked repeatedly, up to 4 additional bounces. So that seems to work similarly to the Herald staff that is so coveted in the Lobi store. So an alternative, it seems. Secondary attack fires zaps and pushes away all foes in a cone. Sure, okay. That doesn't sound very useful, but okay. Tertiary attack is self-contained staff melee attack combo. So that's like Jayla staff or that one staff, the Nanopulse staff. No, Nanopulse sniper rifle available from that one Klingon Civil War mission. I forget which one. Sorry. Okay, .23 pets from the Lobi store. Unsuitable for combat. Little drones traveling in companions. They come in great many colors. So if this is like previous Lobi store pets, you open one and you'll get one of a random color. But if you want one of these, cool. I personally would use one of the kit module ones if I'm really that into them, but okay. And 23rd Century Federation uniforms, and that's the final piece of this article. So if you want to wear your 23rd Century Federation uniform, this is the way to get it from the Lobi store, and I assume it will be 200 Lobi. And this might be 50, and these will, I don't quite remember what Van Reed pets in the Lobi store cost. I never pay attention to them, but yeah. And we saw in the Season 4 trailer that the colors have been swapped for the Starfleet uniforms. So I would assume that maybe you can have the color palettes so that you can recreate those uniforms. Just assuming here, I have no idea yet. But yeah, so Overall, I think this is a pretty okay lockbox. In terms of recharge reduction, the 23rd century phaser weapons do sound pretty nice. It's probably 2.5% chance, or actually, I don't know. Somebody who actually owns the currently available 23rd century phaser weapons will have to tell me what they do, or I'll just research it myself. But anyways, this kit module and bridge officer recharges. It's nice. It's nice. And also look forward to my impression on this when the stats blog drops. In terms of these, even though they are universal kit modules, the .23s, really you want to use the ones specialized to your profession because that's what they boost. Parasitic Ice, it's okay, I think. It might be useful. The personal transporter allows you to move very quickly across a map based on the way this is described, so this could be quite useful. Bond to Life sounds very fun, especially for pet users. I might actually look into that myself. Unyielding Ideals, not quite useful unless somebody keels over. This upgraded gear, which boosts your kit modules upon defeating foes, very good. Symbiotic Ice, beam weapons getting cold damage, that's mediocre. Feel the weight of our presence, gain damage debuff, depending on the number of allies you have, very nice, especially for team play. Redundant antimatter containment might be good for tanks if they use high amounts of engine power. The randomly transporting Saurian could work very well as a ground duty officer, especially if you use a lot of kit modules abilities, which you should. The Trill Guardian staff might be cool, but the Lobi staff is the Lobi Herald staff is still one of my favorite weapons, and this seems to be based on that. Get the Vanity Shield, Vanity Pet if you want to, yeah. And if you always wanted this uniform, go for it. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and ring the notification bell to be notified of future videos. Helps out the channel quite a lot, and it's free, so why not? Also, you can contribute to my Patreon if you want to. Link in the description. We will also find my link to membership and to my Discord server where you can speak to fans of myself directly. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!